We're gonna make this into a propane fire pit is what we're gonna do. And since, as I'm sure everybody on here knows, fire pits are expensive, they actually sell these ammo can, fire cans, or whatever they're called. They do sell them online, but they're like $200. So yeah, this is just a 50 caliber like military ammo can. You can get these all day long for 20 bucks. The best part is the lid just comes right off, and there's a little rubber seal. So the rubber seal would probably, well, it would melt if the fire was on. So it's great that it comes off. Okay, this is just a basic empty can on the inside. And we're gonna put a burner in it. I'm gonna link all the products that I'm gonna use in this project in the description below if you wanna buy any of these to do it for yourself. But you have propane goes in right here. These are little air holes to draw air in. You have your burner, and then there's a little bolt on the bottom with a nut just to stabilize everything. So we're going to put that inside this can. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to take this off. This is where the propane comes in. I haven't decided if I want to take this off. I think I'm going to take this off. We're just going to remove this for now. There's a little screen in it, and we'll set this off to the side. So all we're left with here is the air inlets and then the hole where the propane goes in it. We just need to figure out where we're going to cut it into the box. This side has the handle on it, so I think I want to put it on this side. I might have to set it up higher. I don't think we're going to be able to use this bolt. That's okay. Hey, we're just winging it, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to go with, on the shorter end, 1 3/8 to the center of that hole, to the bottom of this. I guess this thing is just going to rest on this. What we can do is we'll turn this nut around. I don't know. Seems a little wonky, but when you set it on the bottom, it actually sits crooked. And I don't want the flames going any further out. It's already, as you can tell, not centered. So I don't want it to be angled like this and have the flames shooting just one side. That's why I measured on the shorter end. It's just a little shorter, so it might be angled back a little bit. 1/16 to 1/8 of an inch, so not much. Anyways, 1 3/8 is where the center of this hole is going to go. Drill bits. Basically, you just need to see what size drill bit is for that hole. That's 3/8 of an inch. I got a marker. I'm going to find center of this can, so it's 5 3/4. I'm going to do all this math in my head. Just cut this part out in the video. It's 2.875. We're going to call that 2 7/8. So 2 7/8. And we'll make a little mark. We also need it to be, what did I say, 1 3/8 high? Yep. So now we measure it height wise. There you go. Just make a little mark. We're gonna make a mess here, but that's okay. Up. I don't have safety glasses, so sunglasses are just gonna have to cut it. widened it a little bit, just wallowed it out, because yeah, I don't know if that would have fit. This is like the exact same size as that drill bit, so just wallow it out a little bit. Goes in perfect now. Oh. As you can see, we've got that hole cut. Now we need to make air holes. I'm going to use just the first one I grab. It's 13/84 or something. It doesn't really matter, just a smaller drill bit. Now I'm going to drill holes on either side of this. Okay. Now you can see 2 air holes. This screws into this. I'm gonna get a wrench and tighten that up, but I haven't done it yet. That you can see now is in there. The kit with this burner actually came with this hose as well, and the hose has a regulator that's adjustable, and then that side screws in to here. You know, I'm gonna move this down. I won't take that off. Don't worry. That screws in right here. This screws into a propane tank. What I'm going to do on this as well is I bought these from Walmart. These inside corner braces. It's like a 4-pack. It was not even $2. You don't have to do this, but I want to keep it off the ground a little bit. I don't know how hot this is going to get, and I don't want to, like, if I have pine needles underneath it, I just don't want anything to catch on fire. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount these like so on the outside, so it holds it off the ground just a little bit. I have some self-drilling lath screws, but you can use whatever screws you want to use. It actually comes with some screws, but I don't feel like pre-drilling everything, and I'm just trying to make this as easy as possible. So these will self-drill themselves. That's why I'm using this. There's a little bump stop, so it stops in the same spot every time. That way all the feet will be the same distance. There we go. I'll put one on each corner, and I'm just going to get this done real fast so you guys don't have to sit there and watch me do it. Okay. Got my feet on. These probably aren't the best feet, but I was going for cheap feet. I saw some that were on Amazon that were like folding feet. Like 20 bucks or something, but by the time I started adding all the accessories in that I wanted, it was getting right up there to that $200 mark. So I'm trying to make it as cheap as possible. That gets it off the ground. Now we got to put rocks on the inside, and I still got to tighten this up. So in Arizona, pretty much lava rocks are everywhere. On Amazon, I noticed it's like 20 bucks for a little bag of them. So you can buy them if you don't have them just laying around like we do here. But I feel like it's such a popular like landscape rock that you can probably just find it in your neighbor's yard. It just has to take a handful of them. But here we're just gonna look for some and see what we can come up with. All right, I hit the mother load here. This is what a lava rock kind of is. It's real light. and it has the little porous holes in it. I'm sure that you've seen this in some landscaping somewhere around, if not in your own yard. Luckily here, they're kind of just all over. I just had to pick out enough. All right, I found enough lava rock, but what I want to do real quick before I put that in is to seal this fitting up. I happen to find some pipe thread tape and some pipe dope. I like to use them both. You can use either one. Actually, I don't even think you 100% need to even use it on this, but I just want to be careful and try to prevent any leaks from right here. Again, like I said, I'll put all this in the description below. I'll put it all together for, like, I'll call it Firebox kit or something. And if you guys want to buy all that stuff, that'd be great. I'll actually even make an affiliate link so it helps out the channel even more if you decide to go this route. But what you need to do, hold the fitting, at least for me, this might be backwards for you, but I'm holding it with my left hand, and then I'll start wrapping this tape around this fitting over the top like that. You want to go with the threads, and just a couple of times. But you want to go with the threads so when you're screwing it on, it actually doesn't start backing that tape off. And then the pipe dope, again, this is an extra precaution. You don't even really need this. And I'm only using it because I have it. I wouldn't even be using it if I didn't have it. And I'm just going to put a little bit of that on the threads, and that just seals the threads really nice. Actually, before I even put it on, you can kind of see, like, I don't know if that's in focus, but just a little bit of pipe thread tape and a little bit of pipe dope. Just enough to keep it from leaking. And if you put too much on, I only went around 4 times, I think, with the tape. If you go around too many times, it won't even thread back in. So you just gotta find a happy medium. Now I'm gonna hold this with my left hand and then tighten this up. And as I'm tightening, I'm just making sure that the burner's straight. It's a copper fitting, so don't crank her down too hard. There it is. Oh. Found me a little box that I put all my rocks in. I couldn't hold them anymore, but this is probably too much. But I had this box because I had some of these fake logs out of an old fire pit. So I'm going to put those on top just for added decoration, but you don't even have to have these. I just happen to find them in my storage. But the rocks, so I have the rocks filled up to about the top of the burner, and then I want there to be room to be able to put these fake logs in and still be able to shut the lid. There. That looks like a little fire pit. I plan on just leaving this hose connected. I noticed some people will take this off and then put the hose inside to just keep it all contained in this one box, but I'm not overlanding or something where I need a lot more room. I'm fine with just the way it is. I can just throw it in the camper and it's okay this way. Okay, just take the lid off like so. I got a lighter. Turn the propane tank on. And then turn this little switch on, you can hear the propane coming out. And then I'll just hold the lighter down there. Hopefully you can see those flames. They're up this high right here. Perfect. I've also seen people drill holes in the sides. I guess they think it allows more heat to come out towards your feet and legs and stuff, which, I mean, it might. It's always worth a shot. I just feel like it's low enough that I'm getting plenty of heat. You could even, I thought about drilling a hole in the side so you can stick one of these in and light it. But the burner's so close to the top, I just don't get the point of that. I'd rather just have everything sealed up inside so the dust and dirt over the years will just stay inside that thing and it won't fall out all over my camper, so I don't want extra holes in it. But I'm happy with it. Those are big flames. And that's not even turned up all the way. Whoa, let's turn it way down. That just barely cracked open. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments.